Clutch Army.
What's up guys, it's Chachi Power here to do a review for Rocket Punch Army. Today we have the number 1009 RX-78-02 Gundam from the Origin. This is the new Gundam fixed figuration metal composite figure from Bandai. This is a Chogokin, so there is die cast for all you die cast fans. We're going to start off with the box. Here is the front, where it shows a nice illustration of the Gundam and the side panels there, and in the back, which is your normal run-of-the-mill metal composite box. Here again is the front. The set also came with this little, I guess it's a mechanical drawing book, which also has the same illustration as the front of the box. Here's the back. It does say designs in the Origin Mechanic Archive, so I'm assuming the drawings. If anybody knows what's in here, I'm not going to open mine. Just, I guess feel free to post a comment. So here's the box, and we're going to jump right in and check out what's inside. Inside we get a nice plastic tray with the stand over on the right, which is only a partial stand. There's nothing to hook him onto, so he just stands there. I'm sure Bandai sells something to put up there. Your alternate hands down there. You got the gun holding hands, fists, and whatnot. You got your beam sabers. You got two of them right there on the bottom. This empty space is for his backpack with the beam saber handles there, which I have on the figure. I'll show you guys later. And there's optional armor parts. You'll see they got some nice chrome on the joint pieces there. And you'll see there's the V-fins up there and lots of little different armor pieces. That's to simulate the beginning, middle, and end of the 1 year war. So that's nice that they included that. Let's move along to the figure. The figure comes nestled in this big styrofoam box thingy with a cardboard cover. Figure comes in this big styrofoam package, which I can't fit in the camera screen. It's good. These are all the accessories, all the guns and everything. You get two cannons up there. Figure would come stashed right in this area. Obviously I have them out for the review. Then you get the core fighter that goes there. You get some shield pieces at the bottom and the shield off to the lower right. You do get two bazookas, two rifles, and a shoulder cannon. Alright guys, so here's the RX-78-02 or RX-78-02, however you want to call it. Figure is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. The figure is just beautifully rendered. I mean, look at this thing. The one thing you can't really show on camera is just the amount of detail that the tempo printing has. I'm going to attach a macro lens to my camera to see if we can get up close and check that out a bit, but I can't guarantee anything. But what I want to do is I want to show you how this compares to the other version Katoki. This is it right here, so we'll put them back to back so you can check them out. That is another fixed figuration metal composite, and you'll see they're pretty similar, but it's not until you get really close that you see the differences. A lot of people like the proportions of this guy better. That's the version Katoki, version Ka, however you want to call it. And this is the Origin right here. Now the Origin obviously has a lot more tempo printing, less detail on the shield, and notice the shield to some people is upside down, but it really is not. That's how it appears in the Origin. So again, here it is with the star up, and you notice the shield is basically clean. There's no outlines on the star. Now if we come over to the version Ka, you'll notice that there is more detailing and outlining. I don't know if it's evident with the camera, but there is panel lining there on the edges of the shield. And we'll turn them around for you guys. The one on the left right now is the Katoki, and the Origin is passing by right now. You'll notice it's got 3 boosters on the back as opposed to the 4 that the other version has. And his little butt piece is open. Let's close that. Yeah, so they're both nicely done. Obviously we're concentrating on this one right here that's passing by right now, and again, beautiful figure. Now let's get up close a bit, check out a little more detail on these guys. So Bandai has gone to great lengths to make these things absolutely stunning. Video alone is not going to really capture the awesomeness of this. So it's not until you really own one and feel the paint and the heft that these guys have to offer that you really appreciate the effort that went into making them. Move down to the legs here. So you'll see the detail is very nicely done. Now the version Ka was nicely articulated, but this one, I just love the way the knees are done. So I'm going to show you that right now. On the version Ka, the knees are one piece up here in the thigh. You have a nice ratchet and you go to there. But just notice the way this is designed. Now it's obviously nice. Everything's nicely done. But check out what Bandai has done with this one. Paid close attention to the thigh. Let me move the arm out of the way. When I bend the knee. See how it slides right down? And look at the range of articulation. Unbelievable. This thing is beautiful. And each ratchet sounds very metallic. Sounds like when two swords hit. I don't know if it comes out good on camera. Let's try it again. Hear that? It's just beautiful. You know, see there's a lot of die cast in the joints. Excuse me. You see all the die cast there and here. And there's a lot of little compartments like this butt piece up here. Opens up. Right there. If you want to change the armor piece, this comes off. It's got the alternate one in the box. What else? You got the skirts that move out of the way for articulation. More metal joints in there. When I was looking at this earlier, I did notice the panel lining is a little sloppy on this one. It's very thinly done here, and then it's a little heavier on this side. But you know, what are you gonna do? These things are mass produced, but the tampo printing is spectacular. That's the word I'm going to use. Spectacular. Effing spectacular. Now the knee pieces do pop out. Gotta be careful. I have big fingers, so my nails aren't the best for this, but there's a little, so hard to get to. I can't really even get it, but there you go. There's a little booster thing there, which is cool. Now when you're pulling this up with a nail, don't hit the paint, because the paint is like a matte finish, and once your finger slide across it, it leaves like a shiny mark. This isn't as easy to scratch as like the Cycle Gundam was. Like you just look at it and it's getting scratches everywhere, but you know, just want to be careful. Now this figure is completely brand new to me. I just took it out of the box for you guys, so I don't know the extent of all the articulation. I don't want to exactly find out its limits on camera here, but you know, it's nicely articulated, like I said. You don't get the bending waist, but you do get a waist joint. The arms here go up, and when you hit this part here, it opens up a little bit more. This arm is a little limp. This one is fine. You get the double jointed elbow with metal elbow. Give you really good articulation. And obviously the skirts move out of the way for the legs. Whoops, there goes the shield. And I showed you that before. And you get the ankles, which very, very articulated. Only thing is if you go too far, the pistons pop out, but that's no big deal. They're not really popping out of anything. They just don't look as cool like this. They're supposed to be in there. The legs, the legs have these little armor guards which can be replaced by pulling them off like so, with the ones with the shiny mirror finish on them. And then just want to show you the foot, how it is separate from the heel, the toes. So very good articulation there. I didn't have these pulled out before, but there are boosters on the side here which are hidden here normally when you take them out of the box, but you just pull them out again with your nail. And these are a little deformed. I don't think they're supposed to be deformed like that. I don't know if it's from sitting in the box long, but they're PVC. So I'm assuming during shipping they they've become oval. Now on the version Ka, the boosters, I don't know if the paint got sticky, but they feel sticky. The paint, the little wash they put on them to make them look weathered, this doesn't have that problem. They don't have any kind of wash or anything because there's no lines running on them. I wanted to touch a little bit on the weapons. I did mention he has a shoulder cannon. So here it is, and it pops right into where the beam saber would go. It's a little bit articulated. You can bring it up like that and put it right over his shoulder. Now, since he's got a shoulder cannon on, that means that his beam saber is not attached. And that's him there with the beam saber. So nicely done. Now the next thing I want to show you before we wrap this up is the Core Fighter. Now what's cool about the Core Fighter is that it's transformable. So you get this little Core Fighter, same thing, Tempo printing. The paint apps are not as clean as a Tempo, but this thing is tiny. You bring these fins in here like so, bring these little wings up to close it, and then just snap it down, and this would go in his chest. Now I did see a picture. I've not looked at the instructions. Like I said, I don't know if this goes inside this figure. I tried to pull the top half off. It's not coming off, so I apologize for not trying to do that ahead of time. Now the other thing he has is a rifle, right? So here is the rifle. You'll notice it has clear red and clear yellow ABS parts. Now the gun is all ABS, no PVC anywhere, so you don't get a floppy rifle. And the scope here does move from side to side. Now here is the bazooka. It's nicely done in white and dark gunmetal plastic. And first thing I noticed when I took it out is this. You'll see it's a little greasy, so there's a lot of mold release on this gun. The gun does have this piece that moves here. You get two of these, and you get two of the rifles that I showed you before. Now we're going to grab one of his alternate hands and put the rifle on it. That way you can see what it looks like with his rifle. It looks rather nice, doesn't he? And I guess you guys want to see what the bazooka looks like, so we'll go ahead and show you that. Pop this off because I need the hand, and there you go. And you got the other RX-78-02 there, being all jealous and in the way of his bazooka spinning. I'll pop the shield back on. There we go. So you guys get the full effect of the shield and the bazooka there. So again, can't say it enough. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Now let's check out those Tempo printings before we wrap this up. Alright guys, this is me getting up close, and you'll see right away that not only does this camera pick up the detail of the Tempo printing, it also picks up any little mistakes in the paint. But trust me, you don't see it looking at it normally. This is like magnifying it, bringing it up to your face, like type of stuff. But of course, now that I see it on camera, I will notice it in real life, whatever real life is. But you'll see the details really are nice on the Tempo. Really beautiful. Really tiny printing. So put my finger there, see how magnified we are, and you'll see the Tempo is really nice and sharp. Everything's nicely done. Here's the panel lining compared to the other one. You notice it's a bit sloppy on that side. Remember guys, this does not look like this looking at it with your normal eyes. This is magnified, so don't start you know, frowning and saying, oh, I'm not going to get this, it's sloppy, because it really isn't. It's just magnified many times. Here's the Tempo printing on the bazooka. You'll see it's just as detailed as the figure. Alright guys, and one more size comparison. This is with the Robot Spirits or Robot Tamashii RX-78-02. So that's going to be it for today guys. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you like it, please make sure you subscribe. Leave any comments or questions below. I'll be happy to answer them. And that's going to be it for the review guys. So thank you for tuning in. And until next time, bye bye.